Welcome to Understand All. I'm your host, Aslakir Gerleaf. Today, we're embarking on a journey back in time to one of the most pivotal moments in human history, the day Hiroshima fell. On August 6, 1945, at precisely 8:15 a.m. local time, the world changed forever. The first atomic bomb used in warfare, codenamed Little Boy, was dropped on the Japanese city of Hiroshima by the American B-29 bomber, the Enola Gay. In an instant, a city of 350,000 people was nearly wiped off the map. According to the Hiroshima Peace Memorial Museum, the blast and resulting firestorm killed an estimated 70,000 to 80,000 people instantly. By the end of 1945, that number had risen to 140,000 due to injuries and radiation sickness. But how did we get to this point? The story begins with the Manhattan Project, a top-secret American initiative to develop nuclear weapons during World War II. Some of the greatest scientific minds of the 20th century were involved, including Robert Oppenheimer, Enrico Fermi, and Richard Feynman. These brilliant individuals grappled with the immense power they were unleashing and the ethical implications of their work. Feynman himself once quipped, "Physics is like sex. Sure, it may give some practical results, but that's not why we do it." As the war raged on, the decision to use the bomb weighed heavily on American leaders. President Harry Truman, who had taken office just months earlier after the death of Franklin D. Roosevelt, faced a momentous choice: drop the bomb and potentially end the war swiftly, or invade Japan with the loss of countless American and Japanese lives. It was a decision that would haunt him for the rest of his days. When the fateful morning arrived, the Enola Gay, piloted by Colonel Paul Tibbets, took off from the Pacific island of Tinian with its deadly cargo. As they approached Hiroshima, the crew steeled themselves for what was to come. At 8:15 a.m., the bomb bay doors opened, and Little Boy began its 43-second descent. The science behind the bomb was groundbreaking and terrifying. Little Boy relied on nuclear fission, the splitting of uranium-235 atoms, to create an explosive chain reaction. When the bomb detonated about 1,900 feet above Hiroshima, it released energy equivalent to 15,000 tons of TNT. According to the Atomic Heritage Foundation, the temperature at the hypocenter reached an unfathomable 7,000 degrees Fahrenheit, hotter than the surface of the sun. The human cost was staggering. In addition to the instant deaths, another 70,000 people were injured, as reported by the Hiroshima Peace Memorial Museum. Survivors, known as hibakusha, faced a lifetime of physical and emotional trauma. Many developed cancers and other illnesses from radiation exposure. As of 2020, there were still over 136,000 recognized hibakusha, according to the Japan Times. The world reacted with a mixture of awe and horror. The Soviet Union, already racing to develop its own atomic weapons, redoubled its efforts. The Cold War arms race had begun, and the specter of nuclear annihilation would hang over the world for decades to come. As Einstein famously said, "I know not with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones." But out of the ashes of Hiroshima, a new resolve emerged. The city rebuilt itself as a monument to peace, with the Genbaku Dome, the skeletal remains of a building at the hypocenter, serving as a stark reminder of the bomb's power. Every year on August 6th, the city holds a peace memorial ceremony to honor the victims and call for a world free of nuclear weapons. The legacy of Hiroshima is one of resilience, hope, and a warning to future generations. As we grapple with the challenges of the 21st century, from climate change to the rise of artificial intelligence, we must remember the hard lessons of that fateful day. Science and technology have the power to transform our world, but we must wield that power with wisdom and compassion. So let us never forget the day Hiroshima fell, and let us work towards a future where such destruction is never again unleashed. As the hibakusha say, no more Hiroshimas, no more Nagasakis, no more war. It is a call to action that echoes across the decades. A plea for peace in a world still haunted by the specter of the atomic age. That's all for today's episode of Understand All. I hope you found this exploration of Hiroshima's tragic history as thought-provoking as I did. Join me next time as we continue to unravel the complex tapestry of our world. Until then, stay curious, my friends.